Hello and welcome to Camel Finance. I'm your boy Camel, and it didn't take long. They're already getting nervous about rate hikes. Fed pivot will be before the election to try to goose the stock market into a rally and make people feel better about their 401ks. Fed's Bostic suggests pausing rate hikes in September to assess the impact. So if you've been watching this channel for any length of time at all, you will know that I have been calling for 2 or 3 token rate hikes, followed by an immediate pivot for the entire time I've had the channel, to be honest. Here's another sort of translation. They've wiped out 25 trillion so far in crypto stocks, bonds, VC, private equity. When we get to 30 trillion, 35 trillion, we may have to adjust the 14 rate hike BS that we've been feeding everyone. The Fed swaps downgrade chance of half-point hike in September. I'm not surprised. I hope you're not either. The Fed has always been pretending to fight inflation, pretending, as I've shown in this tweet before. And soon the Fed will stop pretending to try to fight inflation. Inflation has already won. It is guaranteed. And all it's going to take is a quick dovish pivot on these rate hikes, and stocks, property, gold, silver, Bitcoin, all are going to go to the moon. Meanwhile, Coinbase has become the first Bitcoin and crypto company to enter a Fortune 500 list. So good for them. Things are lining up, aren't they? We know it all comes down to the Fed. You can show as much bullish TA as you like, and people have been showing bullish TA, including myself, for a while now. But ultimately, once the Fed says it's time for a pivot, once the Fed moves to a more dovish stance, that's when everything's going to the moon. So we will get a move like this from somewhere in this neighborhood, and we know we're going into the 6 figures this time. So I'm looking forward to that. Also got this: 12% of United States adults have used crypto. So if you look at this, if you don't know if you've ever seen this curve before, but what this shows is that we are incredibly early, and once we cross the chasm, then you are going to see enormous adoption for Bitcoin, and the growth of the asset price is going to reflect that. Meanwhile, 1 in 10 people in the Eurozone, 1 in 10 households in the Eurozone owns crypto. So adoption is spreading, and it will continue to spread like wildfire. The vice president of PayPal has said PayPal is doing its best to bring all possible blockchain and crypto integrations to its platform. So this is more mainstream adoption coming our way. And at the same time, Central African Republic are building a tax-free Bitcoin and crypto island. An actual island for Bitcoin and crypto. You love to see it, or at least I do. Got the 200-week moving average still sloping up. We are still in a secular bull market. I know a lot of people want to say we're in a bear market for this bit, but as an investor, as a long-term investor for Bitcoin, this is what I love to see. We are getting close to a upward sloping 200-week moving average, and historically this has marked the bottom for Bitcoin. We got the supply last active 1+ years ago, the rate of change, also known as a Z-score. It appears to have bottomed and has started to bounce. So does this mean the bottom is actually in for Bitcoin? Every other time in history this has happened, where we bottomed and then reversed. This actually marked the bottom for Bitcoin. So is this an exception? Is this the first time out of the 4 where it's not going to be the exact bottom? Or did we just see the bottom? Did we just see the bottom on that wick? And Dixie holders right now watching it get rejected. And that brings me nicely onto the chart. The dollar is breaking down, at least for now. Do I think that this is just gonna bleed? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know. I kind of would expect it to at least try to make another high and fail probably. So my preferred look for this is that we bounce up, get rejected as a lower high, and then break this, and then come tumbling down. So will it, won't it? I don't know. We'll see. But for now, this is good. I said yesterday, if you've been following along for the trading portion, that I was lining up an entry, but we haven't actually broken this trend line yet. So I don't have a position as yet, but this is being lined up as we speak. As soon as this breaks, I'm going to be looking for a long here. So I'll be keeping an eye on that and updating as and when I can, as and when I have something to say. We got gold. Gold is well back inside this wedge now, so I love to see this. I want to see, maybe, like I've said a dozen times before, I want to see a touch of this trend line, and then maybe a small rejection, and then we can go that would be uber bullish in my opinion for gold. And I've publicly stated on this channel that I've got a silver position open, so this is in play at the moment. Hopefully we don't get stopped out. We will see. Nothing I can do really apart from hold on. And we'll take a quick look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is apparently still sideways, so this fractal is starting to look more and more likely, isn't it? Like that we're going to get a 60-day consolidation cycle and then look to emerge from this around the 7th of July. So I'll keep you posted on this. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you turn notifications on so you don't miss anything. I'll quickly show you the 10-year bonds. This is great. I mean, we've broken down, retested and resuming the 10-year yields coming off at the same time the Dixie is coming off. And if you look at the euro dollar, this is what's driving the Dixie sell-off. The euro has apparently found a local bottom for now, at least, maybe an actual bottom, and is going to start a true rally. And if that's the case, then of course one of the currency pairs that the dollar is measured in this dollar index is the euro, and I think the euro is one of the biggest by weight as well. So anyway, if you want to see that video, I'll put a card in the top right of the screen now explaining the Dixie. And just a quick one from me today. I hope you found value here today. If you did, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, follow me on Twitter, and I will be updating tomorrow as always. So in the meantime, look after yourselves, take care, all the best, bye.